This is Anne Louillier, a Nobel laureate.
Okay, so you put dichroic mirrors,
Yes.
yeah?
Who loves being down in her lab.
Everything is working.
Light and the smallest building blocks in the universe. Anne works in a world with a scale so small and fast that it's almost impossible to comprehend. A strand of hair is of course made up of atoms, so small that about 1 million can fit within the width of a single strand. But these atoms are enormous compared to the electrons that Anne wants to study. They are much, much smaller and move so fast that they can only be captured in the world's fastest image, taken in attoseconds. An attosecond is an incredibly short unit of time. As many attoseconds pass in a single normal second as there have been seconds in the entire history of the universe.
This time scale is still mind-boggling to me. It's not the time we are used to in everyday's life, so I don't really grasp it as a human being, but I use it as a researcher.
Anne ended up in this world of attoseconds somewhat by chance. As a young researcher, she was in the lab at France's Commission for Atomic Energy south of Paris, working on a laser pulse machine. And when she shot a short pulse of laser light through a gas, something strange happened. The pulses of light that emerged out of the gas were even shorter on the attosecond scale, faster than anyone had ever seen, so-called high-order harmonics.
I thought really, wow, there are so many and they are so strong. This is really interesting. So do you have 2 gratings here at it? No, or just one?
Yeah.
At first, the attospeed harmonics had no practical applications. But the discovery opened new doors. And a few years after the discovery, Anne was drawn to Lund, where a new generation of laser machines was being built.
To use the laser in Lund was really great.
In this underground corridor, Anne has now created a small laser paradise with many laboratories where the attosecond pulses, with the help of her ambitious collaborators, are to be tamed. In the first lab we visit, research is done freely.
Here we can really experiment, so we can really try new things. And then if things work really well, then we can export this to other labs.
The second lab we enter is one of those where the new ideas are developed. Here, the team wants to investigate electrons via extremely rapidly repeating light pulses.
The proof of concept has been performed. Now we just have to take it to the next step, I would say.
It's really beautiful.
I have my hopes up, let's say.
In lab number 3, this entire room is a single laser generator that produces a beam so strong that it can cut through metal. But here it will be processed via a myriad of mirrors and then enter a gas in this container, from which the attosecond pulses will be produced to then be able to provide images that no one has ever seen before.
Målet med de experimenten vi gör här är att titta just på lite större molekyler. Och för att göra det så behövde vi väldigt, väldigt hög intensitet på attosekonspulserna. Och därför den här utställningen är så lång och spår.
In lab number 4, the laser is on.
So the idea is really electrons are emitted in all directions by the light, and you can really see their 3D imagery, which is very powerful.
When the laser hits the atoms in the gas, it pulls on the atom's electrons. When the laser swings, the electron falls back. As it does, it releases energy as pulses of light. Attosecond pulses, so short that they can be directed at individual atoms to scan them. And thus the movements of individual electrons as they leave the atom. The light from attosecond pulses is such a breakthrough that one day Anne got the news that she had been selected to receive the Nobel Prize in Physics.
So it was a very nice moment, and I was very proud and a little bit stressed. But then I continued my lecture. So to continue my lecture was really tough, actually. My head was spinning, but at the same time I tried to focus on the lecture.
Since Anne's first discovery, the technology surrounding attosecond pulses has spread to labs around the world and is about to start being used in the semiconductor industry. But here at Anne's lab, it's all still basic research. And sometimes it happens, a small breakthrough that can one day lead to really big ones. Here, Anne and the team have tried to develop a new technique to investigate the quantum state of the electron.
They have been working on getting this working, I don't know, 1 year now, almost.
Yes, for a year they've been hard at work to get the experiment and all of the machines to function correctly. And today, they have finally succeeded.
It's really, really great. Yeah. It's very cool that it's working. You can see electron, if I'm not mistaken, which is exceptional. You see them now. A kind of fantastic, you are here and everything is working. And they're smiling. So
You're smiling?
yeah, I'm smiling because these are very difficult experiments.
It's very nice to finally get the things close to working. So now we're trying to really test it. Finally, after 1 year of work.
Yeah.
So we're very excited.
These moments are fantastic. Suddenly you understand what is happening. Theory, experiment, simulation come together.
And one can wonder if Anne would consider a moment like that in the lab to be even better than receiving the Nobel Prize.
Almost say it's better. But of course, getting the Nobel Prize is fantastic.